Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I'm going to be looking at the SRAM 900 wheel set. So they come in this nice cardboard box and they're just presented like that. They also come with a set of quick release skewers. I pretty much dumped the skewers straight away. I think it would have been better if they hadn't have included the skewers, because that just raises the price, and I don't think many people are using skewers now anyway. So let's look at the front hub first. I got the front hub here. You can get separate adapters for it to convert your wheels to any different type of wheels. They just press in like so. So I have the 20 by 110 axle, which is the old downhill standard. I got these wheels in a 24 hole configuration because I'm going to do some small 24-inch wheels, probably against my better logic. So I got a set of 24 hole ones. These are also the non-boost hubs, because I don't have a frame or forks that can take boost wheels, so that's off the table. So they are made in Taiwan and they're actually made quite well. They've got a glossy anodizing look about them. What else? The flanges here are angled so that the spokes are at a more correct angle, so they actually go like that. So they're not actually perpendicular to the hub. So that's a good feature. They are chamfered nicely. There's on one side, I think it's the disc side, they've got holes lightened from the flange. They've got holes drilled. They haven't done that on the other side. Really not enough room. Where the disc mounts, they've kind of got this asymmetrical support pattern, like it's steeper on one side and shallower on the other, so it's a little bit strange, but probably all to make it lightweight. I think my front hub in this configuration here, the older one, weighed 145 grams, which is reasonable, average. So there's not much more to say. They have a warning: don't use disc bolts greater than 10 millimeters long. So that's all good news. The rear hub, let's have a look at the rear hub. I got one in. I got one with the XD free hub and changed it over for the older style. Because if you've seen some of my other videos, I don't really like the modern cassettes. So the same issue with the hub flanges are set at an angle like this. You know, they've got big bearings in them. They've got the holes on the non-drive side, and it's pretty much the same. I don't know how loud that's going to be. It's probably not the quietest free hub I've ever heard. Anyway, so that's all good. So I think I haven't ridden them, obviously, because I haven't built them up, but I thought it'd be easy to do the review showing you this not built into a complete wheel. So I'm going to do the review of the spokes and the rim separately. So my issue isn't so much with the manufacturing side of these hubs. It's actually with the availability and distribution. So I actually had to order these hubs from 5 separate places. So I ordered the front hub from Planet Cyclery, the rear hub from Amazon Australia. Then I had to order this is the XD thing. I had to order the HG one from another place. I think that it was eventually became back into stock at Bike Bug. I had to order the one set of adapters from where was this place? The Phoenix Trading Company. Buster's deals on eBay. They're not the ones that I ordered. Those quick release ones come with it. I had to order the ones which are 20 by 110 for the front and 135 with a 12mm rear axle on the back. Yeah. Anyway, so the other ones came from SJS Cycles. So that's actually 5 places, and each time I had to order the adapters from another store, that drove the price up further with the shipping. So that's 5 sets of shipping that I had to pay for. So I will mention that if you are after the older style axles, this is for my downhill bike. It's going to use the 12 by 135. That's the 12 by 135. That's the part number you need. It says it's for X0. They actually work. That's the part number there. 1918.145009 for the 135 by 12. And for the 20mm old style non-boost adapters, the part number is that 1918.145003. It's easier that I just tell you that, because if you won't even find it in the recent catalog because it's not there. So you'd have to look at an older catalog to find those part numbers. So I found it very hard to find the adapters. There was only one place selling one set of adapters and another place selling one other set of adapters. So I was very worried that what was going to happen was going to get these hubs and then the adapters would sell out. I couldn't afford to get everything together, so I had to wait a few days. And anyway, there was only one place in the world selling those adapters, and then only one other place on eBay selling the other adapters. That's it in the whole world. So it's really, I don't even think they say that they can work those older style adapters with the new SRAM 900 hubs. They should, because that's backwards compatible, and I'm telling you, it actually, they work. There's the adapter there, you know. You can tell the difference because they're symmetrical. The other, if you get the wrong ones, they're not symmetrical. They're a mirror image of each other. The correct, for my application. So anyway, so there's this sporadic availability of the adapters and the hubs themselves in a couple of local stores. The hubs, any model of hub is completely out of stock. So, and this is now 2023. The coronavirus has not been on center stage for at least a year. It's all been about the war in Ukraine. That's the latest thing. It's not about coronavirus anymore. So the availability is what annoyed me. I was going to say pissed me off. What annoyed me about these hubs. And wildly inconsistent pricing. So I got my rear hub for, I think it was $170 Australian, which is pretty good. But the price went up to all the way to $370, almost double from another place, which was out of stock anyway. And same with the front hub. I think I paid 100 and plus something for that, and you know, you can pay 190 somewhere else. So the thing what I complain about as well is that SRAM has now brought out what I would call a trade embargo with Australia. So they are the manufacturer, and they have said to wholesale suppliers such as Bike In or Bike24 or is it bikecomponents.de, all of the big shops, you can't sell SRAM products to Australia anymore. So that forces us Australians to buy it from Australian retailers, which charge through the nose for products here, right? So for example, a this is getting off the track a little bit, but a shock, the Vivid Shock, for example, and this is Rock Shocks because of their part of the SRAM group as well. The retail price of those is like $700 here. In Germany, they're like $500, but they won't let us buy it. So I really am not happy with the trade embargo thing, whatever they call it, because it raises the price and things aren't even available here anyway. So I've got things from smaller shops. They're not even distributors, they're just smaller shops that SRAM hasn't spoken to them yet, probably. But I think it's discriminatory against Australian cyclists. You know, maybe they're doing it to try and control the pricing, I don't know. But so what the hubs themselves are okay, they look fantastic. I think it's good that they have all the adapters, they're well made. It was either, for me, it was either that or get some Spank hubs, but these worked out cheaper. And yeah, the Spank hubs were available with loads of different adapters, but they've changed their version and they ended up costing a lot more money, so I went with these. You know, the weight's pretty good on them. You know, this is, I forgot to mention, the weight of the rear in this setup is 285 grams, which is actually pretty good, I think. Anything under about 300, 320 is pretty light, I think, for a hub. That's lighter than XT, Shimano XT hub. You know, and a Dior hub weighs something like 430 grams, so it's actually pretty light. The rear one costs a lot more than the front one, though. But the problem is, as I say, the availability sucks. They're out of stock everywhere. There's the trade embargo with Australia, and then there's, when they are in stock somewhere, there's the price difference is not. It seems to be the retail price varies a lot depending on where you get these things from. So I don't know, and I don't mean overseas. I mean within Australia. So that's all I really have to say about it. Maybe I'll make another video about the trade embargo because it covers all the other products such as Rock Shocks and Zip, and they also own the Truvative as part of the group, but I don't think, the last time I checked, I was able to buy a Truvative handlebar. So I'll make a separate video about that. Overall, I'm happy with the hubs, but it was a bit stressful getting them because, yeah, as I say, they were out of stock everywhere, and it's a commitment because you got to, when you buy the hubs, you're committing to to build the wheel set. So you're committing to buying a rim with the same number of holes and the spokes at a correct length. I couldn't afford to buy everything all at the same time for peace of mind, so I had to wait. And just having to get the free hub from one store and one adapter from another store and another adapter from another store and one front hub from one store and then the rear hub from another store, and it ended up literally being 5 different places. I think they really got to try and hold the stock and get more stock in at the big suppliers, the big retail suppliers like Pushies and Bike Bug for Australians anyway. So that's my review there. I hope I've helped you decide whether or not to buy those hubs or not. I think they're pretty good. It's just getting them is the trouble. So thanks for watching. Next up might be a review on the spokes or the rim that is going to build my wheels. So thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next one. Bye.